A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286, Patricia and David. And I see there is a lot of activity out there in our Southwest Pacific Ocean tonight, so I'm not going to delay it too much, except to say farewell to a lot of people that we know quite well. And I will be talking shortly to Mintaka, Seawind, Seeker, Blue Oceans, hopefully, Old Marie, Amok, and Jan for starters. But first of all, I will tell you what our weather is here, and then I'll tell you what Margarita has out there. We have had a pretty decent day here. It's still amazing for May. 18 degrees, but boy, it drops pretty quickly at this time of the night. We'd hardly got back inside because this radio room is in the garage last night, and it dropped to 14. So 18 at the moment, though, 1024, no wind whatsoever, and 60% cloud cover. Actually, there's no wind from the south. I know that sounds very Irish, but the boats are facing south. But Margarita is actually reporting wind. They are now at 33 degrees, 28 south, 176 degrees, 40 east. They're on their way to Tonga, maybe via Minerva. They've got southeast 22 out there, southeast 22. They're on a course of 025 true at 8 knots. It's moderately rough seas, 90% cloud cover, but all is well on board. So they're making pretty good progress. So we'll see whether Phil is as cheerful. Mintaka, Gulf Harbour.
Good evening, Patricia. This is Mintaka. How do you copy, over?
Yeah, I've had to swap antennas for you tonight. I had the other one on just in case. But no, nice copy from you, Phil. Hope it's all going well. Go ahead.
Well, the skipper's been on crackers and Marmite all day. It's not that glam out there, to be honest. But our position is 3325 south, 17559 east. And we've got a breeze between 25 and 30 knots.
Wow.
From 120 true. Sail cover is probably about 80%. We're sailing a course of 023 true, and we're on 8.5 to 9 knots. Our sail configuration is we've got a partly foiled staysail and we're double reef. It's really coming quite hard and heavy this afternoon, and we've still got it with us at the moment, over.
Oh, that's interesting. We'll see what David is looking at on the satellite picture. Yes, when I got the report from Margarita, I wondered whether you would be not as cheerful as last night. Mintaka is at 33 degrees 25 south and 17559 east, steering a course of 023 true, 8.5 to 9 knots. So there's no complaints there, really, is there? But 25 to 30 knots of wind from the southeast. Yeah, they had the southeast 22. So, not all that wonderful.
The same tomorrow.
Oh, David has just said the same again tomorrow. That won't make you. Hope the Marmite supplies aren't going to run out. You should have seen his face when you said you were living on crackers and Marmite. Being American, he has not quite got the cuisine for New Zealand sorted out yet, Phil. Over.
I think you call these conditions fruity. Is that correct?
No, I think we'd call them snotty, actually. But, yep, looks like you're going to have to just put up with it again tomorrow.
Tuesday's better.
Tuesday is a lot better, so hang out for Tuesday and we'll catch you again tomorrow. Over.
Thank you very much, Mintaka. Out.
Okay, let's go to Seawind. Not quite the same course. Seawind, Gulf Harbour.
Gulf Harbour, this is Seawind. I'll copy.
Yeah, very nice copy from you last. Go ahead.
Okay, so our position is 32 degrees, 34 minutes south. 175 degrees 00 east. Over.
Okay, we have you at 3234 south and 17500 east. Carry on.
Okay, yeah, we had a pretty decent night. Not too much of a wind, not too much of a wave, but just recently here after a couple of squalls, the wind has picked up to around 20-25 knots. So we're making a little bit too much speed, honestly, up to the 7 knots, which is not what we want in this condition, and also we don't want to get there in the weekend, so we're just going to put a few reefs down. Well, actually, we have 2 reefs already. Going to put a 3rd reef and then just moderate the speed with the furling general. So the conditions out here, the sea speed has picked up a bit, which was expected. It should go from 2.5 to 3.5 meters. I don't know if it's quite 3.5 yet, but it's a bit lumpy sea. A couple of squalls passing every now and then, but everything else is pretty sweet on board sea wing. Over.
Righto, and your course and speed, please.
After the course and speed, so our current speed is 6.6 knots, and true heading is about 30 degrees. Over.
Roger that. All right, and just a reminder to all, David would like the cloud cover. So Seawind is also finding that the conditions have got a bit lumpy and horrible the last couple of hours. 3234 south and 175 east. After a good night, it's now a bit squally, and the wind is in the 20 to 25 knot, I presume southeast. They're on a course of 0307 knots, well reefed down, but the seas are 2.5 to 3 meters and doesn't sound very pleasant. Sounds like you're going to have to put up with that for another, 24 hours? And
definitely tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely tomorrow, says David, looking at things, and hopefully things will sort out for the next day.
Better on Wednesday.
Yep,
Tuesday.
Certainly better on Tuesday. So stick with it. Hope things are not too bad for you, but you're certainly making pretty good progress, Lars.
Give them the reason. Yeah, I thought I'd just pop in and give the reason for this. That high that's in the Tasman at the moment is fairly strong, 1030. And then we've had a depression that's formed over Fiji, and it's moving toward Tonga, and it's pretty big. It reaches out quite a ways with cyclonic winds. Anyway, bit of a swash between the high and that low. So that's the reason for it. That low is moving off to the southeast, and so eventually it'll be out of the picture. But in the meantime, I'm afraid you are going to have a lot of cloud in this, and some fairly fresh winds through tomorrow, and then much better on Wednesday. So hang in there, like Trish says.
All right, we'll clear with Seawind and go to Seeker, Gulf Harbour. Nothing heard. They're just on their way today. I wonder if Blue Oceans is on frequency. Any sign of Simon? Please call.
Gulf Harbour Radio, this is Blue Ocean. You are speaking to Mia. Over.
Yes, Mia. I'm just trying to juggle between my different antennas here, Mia. Yes, a little bit light, but I've certainly got a reasonable copy on you, Mia. Go ahead.
Thank you. Our position is 34 degrees, 37 decimals, 29 south, 1743, 56 decimals, 73 east.
Yeah, I've got you at 34 degrees, 37 minutes south. We don't need the decimals. 174, but I didn't quite catch the minutes because it seemed I heard a 70 something in there. So could you just repeat the minutes of longitude? Over. Oh, you're giving me decimals. Yeah, tomorrow night, if you could make sure you give me degrees and minutes, please. And I suspect the latitude was 34.37, not 34 degrees 37 minutes. So, yeah, tomorrow, if you could just give me degrees and minutes. Okay, course and speed and the weather. Over.
Course is 14 degrees through. Speed is 8 knots.
Yes.
Wind direction is east. At a speed of 20. Over.
Roger that. I have Blue Oceans doing 014 true at 8 knots and easterly 20. Boy, there is some wind out there. Don't know why we're not getting much here. I guess we're closer to the centre. East 20. And your sea conditions and cloud. Over.
You're coming through it's quite hard to hear, but we are in a confused speed, so very lonely out here, but all is well on board. Beautiful evening, and the boat and the crew is handling everything well. Over.
Roger, Roger. Yep. Well, that's good. Confused seas and lumpy, but all is well on board. Yeah, just check out what's causing the interference, because I'm putting out 450 watts. Just check that lights, in particular, lights are not causing interference there. Good to talk to you, Mia, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, clear with Blue Oceans, and let's go to Old Marie, Gulf Harbour Radio.
Yeah, this is Omar Reed. You speak now.
Yep, good copy, Kerry. I hope you can copy me okay. Just go ahead, over.
Yes, my copy is loud and clear. Latitude 35 degrees 04 minutes south. Longitude 174 degrees 25 degrees east. Course 060 true. Speed 5.6. Over.
Okay, we have Marie at 35 degrees 04 south, 174 degrees 25 east on a course of 060 true, 5.6, and the weather and waves, etc.
The waves are from a Surrey direction, about 1.5 metres, 11-second gap. Wind speed 15, gusting 20 from the south-east. Cloud cover got none over us, a lot over New Zealand, and a little bit on the horizon. Over.
Oh, that sounds rather good, but then you've got more than what we've got here. All right, so southeast 1.5 metres with an 11-second period for the swell, so that's a bit better than the folk up ahead, and 15 to 20 from the southeast, and 0 cloud cover. But you would have heard the boats in front of you, what they've got, so I guess you'll be ready for that when it comes, Kerry. And I take it all is well on board. Over.
Yes, all is very well on board. I actually could hear Blue Oceans very clearly as well. But no, we're all good. We're all looking forward to our first night. Over.
Yeah, oh, that's good. And it sounds pretty decent for your first night, so that's good. All right, clear with you guys, and is amok on frequency. No sign of Daniel. How about Jan? Georgia, are you on frequency? No, nothing heard. Is there anybody else on out there who might want to check in? We still haven't heard from Seeker. Anybody else out there to call in? Please call now.
Freya?
Well, I've just got somebody there. Just stand by. I'll talk to Freya. I thought you were going tomorrow. Freya. So correct me if I'm wrong, but anyway, you've got a really good signal. Susan, go ahead.
Thanks, Patricia. Our position is 3450 south, 17415 east, course over ground 09 true, speed over ground 6.5, wind direction 144 true at about 18 knots, wave 1.5 meters from the northeast, about 7-second period. We're actually having comfortable seas, unlike the other folks that just checked in, and cloud cover 0%.
Okay, you've still got our 0% cloud cover. Freya on their way, 34 degrees, 50 minutes south, 174 degrees, 15 east, on a course 009 true at 6.5 knots, and the wind is the southeast, 144 actually, 18 knots. Boy, it's not far away that it's quite strong. 1.5 metre northeast swell and 0% cloud cover. All right, well, you guys have a good first night as well. Over.
Thank you.
All right, now there was somebody in behind Freya, and I will have to just turn things up a little bit here to be able to copy you. You are quite light. Please call again.
First light.
Oh, well, there's nothing light about that. It's first light, and it's a pretty good signal. So go ahead, over.
Yes, this is Julie from First Light. First mate is Don and Julie aboard. We left Opua today. Position 34 degrees 46, 174.39. Course over ground 39. Speed over ground 7.9. Wind from the southeast at 17 to 20 knots. 2-meter swell from the southeast with a 15% cloud cover. Over.
Okay, good report. 3-4. This is First Light. Left Opua today. 34 degrees 46 south, 174 degrees 39 minutes east. On a course of 039 true at 7.9 knots. Southeast 17 to 20 and a 2-meter southeast swell and 15% cloud cover. So you guys enjoy your first night at sea. Over.
Thanks very much. Over. First Light out.
Okay, clear with First Light. I think there is still somebody in behind there. Who was that? Oh, Rooster. That's not a very good copy. I'll just turn the other one up. But yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with you, Craig. Go ahead and just give me a little bit of a longer thing. I'll see which antenna is the best one. Over. Okay, and I have got a good signal on my home antenna, so that's good. We have Rusla left Marsden this morning, 3 on board, 35 degrees 21 south, 174 58, I think it was. I put 3, but I think it's 58 east on a course of 024 true at 6.5 knots, southeast 16, southeast swell of 1.5 meters. The bar is a bit less than us, 1018, clear skies, and everyone sounds pretty cheerful. So a good start to the trip. Over.
It's been wonderful. Yeah, we got away from the land. We started moving up. The way become a little bit more used to it today, so we're ready for that. Not much, but a little bit, I guess. Beautiful, a wonderful start to the festival.
Okay, well, sounds like a good start on board Rusla. Okay, well, we'll talk to you guys again tomorrow. I will pause now, and if there's anybody else there, we will pick you up again after David has just waken up here, listening to all this. I think you're jealous that you're not going anywhere. Here's David.
Well, good evening. Well, this will be a quick rundown of the synoptic picture, as we've had a pretty busy day here, and I just got back not too long ago. But anyhow, over Fiji, we'll start there. A tropical depression sits and spins. The strongest winds are on the southern side, between Kendavu and probably about 22, 23 south. Gusts, hold on to your hats there, 50 knots, 50 knots or more. In the Tasman sits the next high, fairly strong at 1030 millibar, 1030. So between New Zealand and Fiji, we've got southeast to east southeast winds, and they're the ticket for today. They're quite breezy, quite fresh winds as you get further north, and if you're heading to New Caledonia, they're quite fresh as well. And anybody who's looking at satellite imagery, like Y2K, take a look at your visible picture, your visible on the satellite imagery, and take a look at, I would say, south of Norfolk Island, and you'll see these half donut winds, as I call them, that are being caused by the fresh wind that's blowing them basically from east to west. Quite an interesting looking photo, and what it does to the cumulus clouds, which is what they are. So, what else here do we have for you? By tomorrow, the depression moves over Tonga, probably tonight, it happens, but certainly it'll be there tomorrow. And the high that I talked about does not move very much. However, by Wednesday and Thursday, it moves quite smartly to the east, past the date line. And the depression that I talked about moves southeast. And, well, it's out of the picture, totally out of the picture by the 16th. And our high moves to 165 west. So it finally built up a head of steam and started to move. And by that date, and that's the 16th, yachts that left today should have arrived in New Caledonia. Like I say, fresh winds on that particular trip. And possibly you've gotten to Fiji or Tonga, or certainly Minerva, for those who want to explore a really great place. So that's it, folks. A short outline for you tonight. A little more detail tomorrow. So with that, here's the chief.
Yeah, and I just worked out why I thought Freya was leaving tomorrow, because I put down the 11th Monday. Well, the 11th is today. Okay, I'm just looking through, and it's interesting that we've got an email here from the Tap family. Molly too are listening. They're going on the rally next year, so they're taking a year to listen to you all and get the feel of what's happening out there. So hello, David and Cheryl. Is there anybody else wanting to call in? This is Gulf Harbour Radio. No, nothing heard. I know a lot of you are going to be leaving tomorrow, so I bet there's a lot of last minute stuff going on. And hopefully we'll hear from Sika and Amok and Jan tomorrow night once they get their sea leaves settled down. All right, folks, good to talk to you all. Have a very good evening, those that are out there. And we will touch base again tomorrow. Gulf Harbour Radio is clear. And as usual, if you want this frequency to make contact with anybody, it is all yours. Cheers all.